Welcome back. Testament to the old saying, it's not what happens, but how you react to what happens that determines your future. Author Norman Rawlings is our guest today. His book is My Waffle Dreams, a personal story and collection of essays ranging from thought-provoking to lighthearted, and encourages readers to think about life a little differently. Norman, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Hey, let's start with this story and where the writing really started. You were in a great job, great health, and then got kind of a 1-2 punch on a Thursday, Friday. Tell us about it.
Thursday, I was laid off from a job that I'd been very happy at for a couple of years, and then had a doctor's appointment the next day where I found out that I had cancer. So it was a layoff and then a cancer revelation, all probably within 24 hours.
Okay, so the loss of a job means the loss of insurance, right? And you have to battle cancer without insurance, and we all know medical bills mounting. It got a little dicey, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
We found out a lot of the information all within 24 hours, and then the treatment started almost immediately after that. And when money starts drying up, folks start wanting their bills and rent payments and things like that. So I was basically homeless going through a lot of that treatment, and it really opened up your eyes on what is important.
Yeah, I think we have a picture of your profile actually taken in a car a little bit, and it's when you started writing, right? This is when, I mean, you're really faced with a decision here, and it's start writing. How much inspiration or just the fact that you were going through this 1-2 punch led to what's in the book?
A lot of it was just to pass the time. There was moments during the days and nights that it was just not very pleasant to sit in your own quiet space. So a lot of it was to pass the time. A lot of it was to get things out in the open. I always feel a little better when I'm writing things down. For some reason, it doesn't seem so ugly when it's on paper, when it's as opposed to just rattling around in your head, right? So, and then after a while, it started to take its own shape, and then I thought it was always been a bucket list item for me to do that, and how apropos to do it at that time.
I think we have some of the reviews. This is from Amazon.com. You got to be happy with what some of the people are reviewing on these. You know, his journey, a testament to the divine in everyone. Norman finds strength and wisdom in the most unlikely of places, least of all, being himself. And who Norman is, you're a proud father of a son and daughter, and how much of being a parent is in this book, too? A lot of people that, when they're reviewing this, say, you know, it just stands out.
The parenthood, for me, was always somewhat distant until you start to get these curveballs thrown at you, and then you realize the most important things. I know it sounds cliche-ish and corny sometimes, but the more you start to think about your children, the more you realize that you either got to look around for help, you have to support yourself, you have to be able to support them, things like that.
And so, I don't want to interrupt, but you've also got to put on a happy face. When Dad gets laid off and diagnosed with cancer, it's not something the kids want to deal with, so you've got to be a happy father during this whole time as well, right?
And it really softened my perspective in that regard. So,
All right, let's move to it. Cancer-free now? Great job. And how has this changed you? Looking back, I mean, this was last year. And how has it changed you?
It's really softened my perspective on things, and mainly realizing that you really can't go through these types of obstacles and hurdles in your life alone. You just can't do it. I thought pulling yourself up by your own bootstraps is we celebrate people like that that do that, and that's great. But for the most part, I'll take brothers over bootstraps any day of the week.
All right, the book is My Waffle Dreams. You can get it at iUniverse, you can get it at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kindle and Nook, everywhere it is possible. We'll have more information as well at KXAN.com. Author Norman Rawlings, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Good to see you.